Hi everyone! So for today's video, I would like to introduce myself together with my group mates. First, I am Ryan D. Bantollo.
I am Angelica Aquino.
I'm Irish May G. Eres.
I'm Mary Rose A. Galor.
I'm Sheila Jarapa.
I am Hans Christian R. Katipunan.
And last, I'm Gina S. Villanon.
We are the Group 1 of BN31. So today, we are going to tackle about the United Nations addressing global the challenge through collective actions.
The United Nations headquarters is simply insane. Situated in New York City, serves as the epicenter of global diplomacy. Established in 1945, the UN aims to foster international cooperation. The complex, designed by an international cadre of architects including Le Corbusier and Oscar Niemeyer, is emblematic of modernist architectural ideals. Unfurling along the East River, the site is international territory, host to the iconic General Assembly Hall and a plethora of other crucial UN bodies. Interested to see their office in Geneva?
Welcome to our world, where nations come together to tackle the most pressing challenges of our time. The beacon for multilateralism serves as a platform for cooperation and collective action.
Climate change is the defining issue of era, threatening the very existence of life on our planet. The United Nations is at the forefront of effort to address this crisis through initiatives like the Paris Agreement and Sustainable Development Goals aimed at developing a more sustainable future.
Humanitarian crisis, from conflict to natural disaster, continue to displace millions of people and challenge global stability. The United Nations responds softly to provide essential aid and protection to the most vulnerable, working to alleviate suffering and restore hope in times of crisis.
There's no power, no water, no fuel. Food supplies are running dangerously low. Hospitals, overwhelmed with patients and injured, are running out of medicine. Morgues are overflowing with bodies. Bodies are buried in mass graves. Israel ordered 22 hospitals in Gaza to evacuate, an order that WHO labeled as a death sentence for the sick and injured. This includes newborn babies in incubators. Mr. Chair, 2 million Palestinian people live in Gaza. Half of them are children. But Israel is dropping explosives as no civilian live there, and acting like everyone in Gaza deserves to be killed. The mass killing of civilians and the scale of destruction do not at all indicate a so-called collateral damage, but rather indiscriminate attacks against civilians.
For 11 days now, the world has watching a member state of this organization brutally assaulting my people in the Gaza Strip. In 11 days, Israel killed more than 3,000 Palestinians, including 1,000 children, and injured many more, half of them women and children, by airstrikes directly hitting their homes. Israel has not spared a single Palestinian family in Gaza. Those who were not killed are injured. Those who are not injured are displaced. And those had thought found a safe haven in Al-Ahli hospital was massacred. Does this make Israel feel more secure now? Does this fulfill the need for unconditional support to Israel? According to the UN, families in Gaza have been bombed by Israel while in their homes or on their way in search for a safe place along damaged roads following an Israeli evacuation order that left hundreds of thousands of people scrambling for safety, but with nowhere safe to go. Israel resorted to unlawful collective punishment as a method of war, intentionally cutting fuel, water, and electricity of Gaza, and blocking the entry of humanitarian aid. Entire residential neighborhoods have been razed to the ground. Homes, schools, UN facilities, health centers, hit by direct and intense Israeli airstrikes. Aid workers have been targeted and killed. Rescue teams are struggling to carry out their missions amid continuous airstrikes. Severe shortage of equipment and limited or with no connection to mobile networks.
Global health emergencies like the COVID-19 pandemic underscore the need for coordinated international response and solidarity. The United Nations plays a pivotal role in coordinating efforts to ensure equitable access to healthcare, vaccines, and essential resources for all, leaving no one behind.
Peace and security are essential foundations for sustainable development and prosperity. Through peacekeeping missions and diplomatic efforts, the United Nations work tirelessly to prevent conflict, protect human rights, and promote reconciliation in conflict-affected regions.
Gender equality is not only a fundamental human rights, but a key driver of progress and sustainable development. The United Nations champions gender equality, empowers women, and advocates for their full potential in decision-making processes at all levels.
Do you know what the global goals are? The global goals, also known as the Sustainable Development Goals, are the world's to-do list. It's a blueprint to achieve a better and more sustainable future for all. Adopted in 2015 by all UN member countries, the 17 goals address the global challenges we face, including poverty, inequalities, climate change, and environmental degradation. More important than ever, the goals provide a critical framework for COVID-19 recovery. And while progress has been made, action to meet the goals is not yet advancing at the speed or scale required. However, we can all take steps to live sustainably and help protect our one and only planet. For most of them.
So, join us in supporting the United Nations as we strive to global challenge through united compassion and solidarity. Together, we can build a more peaceful, just, and sustainable world for present and future generations.